Imagine this. You walk into your bank, chest puffed out like you just discovered fire. You deposit your hard-earned cash, flash a smile at the teller, and feel like a responsible adult. Congratulations! You've officially volunteered your money for a decade-long nap. Your money will now do the same thing your high school goldfish did. Swim around in circles and accomplish nothing. Sure, the bank will thank you for trusting them, but meanwhile, inflation is backstage, sneaking away with your purchasing power, slowly but surely. You might be thinking, safe is good, right? Ah, yes, safe like leaving your $10,000 into your mattress in a house that has termites. Sure, it's there, but it's being eaten alive in ways you won't see until it's too late. Today, we're diving into why keeping over this amount in a bank is actually a huge mistake and how to make your money work like it's got a 9-to-5 job, except it doesn't complain, take sick days, or scroll Instagram all day. Let's get real. Banks are like that helpful friend who borrows your car, fills it up with 3 drops of gas, and goes, "See, I helped you." Yeah, thanks for borrowing my car for a week and you're turning it half empty. That's basically your savings account. You deposit $10,000, expecting growth, and your bank gives you a few measly dollars in interest, like a participation trophy for best saver. Meanwhile, they're out there lending your money at double-digit rates and laughing all the way to the boardroom. And here's the best part. The world cheers you on for doing exactly what's slowly shrinking your money. Wow, you're so responsible. Sure, responsible for funding someone else's car, vacation, or crypto gamble. The myth of safety. Safety is a sweet word, isn't it? It sounds cozy, like a cashmere blanket wrapped around your finances. But here's the ugly truth. Safe is boring, and boring is expensive. Let's do some math. Scary, but not complicated. You keep $10,000 in a savings account. The interest rate is 3%. Inflation is, let's say, 5%. Congratulations! You just lost 2% of your money's value while patting yourself on the back for being smart. In 5 years, that same $10,000 buys less than $8,000 does today. Inflation didn't send a polite email. It just quietly stole from your account while you were busy flexing your responsible saver badge. So yes, keeping your money safe in a bank account is kind of like buying a luxury sedan and leaving it in a garage forever. Looks nice, smells nice, but it's doing zero work. The banker's game. Here's where it gets spicy. Banks are not evil. They're brilliant. They've sold humanity the idea that saving equals depositing. Meanwhile, your money is out there working harder than you ever did in your life. Your $10,000? They lend it to someone buying a house, a car, or maybe funding a startup that will either make the millions or implode spectacularly. And for that, you get $3 in interest. The best part? They smile while doing it. They've free coffee, pens, and brochures that say, "We care about your financial future." Meanwhile, your money is out there living its best life, and you're stuck staring at a number that grows slower than a snail on Valium. Okay, serious talk for a minute. Saving isn't inherently bad. You need a small emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses tucked safely away. That's fine. That's smart. That's adulting. But everything beyond that, it's just opportunity cost. Every dollar sitting idle is a worker refusing to clock in. Lazy capital dies young. And let's face it, you didn't work overtime, skip Netflix, and survive office politics just so your money could nap while you hustle. Why people still hoard cash? So why do most people still keep their cash hoarded in the bank? Fear. Good old-fashioned, paralyzing fear. Fear of risk, fear of loss, fear of making a decision. Banks love this. They sell safety while quietly profiting from your fear. You're literally paying someone to calm your anxiety with a return smaller than a McDonald's tip. Even smart people do it. Doctors, engineers, teachers. They deposit large sums thinking, "I'm responsible." Meanwhile, their money is slowly deflating like an underinflated birthday balloon. Imagine this. You deposit $20,000. The bank calls you to thank you for trusting them. 1 week later, they lend your money to someone buying a jet ski. You? You check your account, see interest of $3.47, and feel proud. Your money just funded someone else's summer vacation. And your interest? That's a participation trophy for showing up. Or picture your money as a tiny worker in a factory. You hired it, trained it, fed it, and then said, sit in this cubicle forever. Meanwhile, the rich are sending their money on world tours, networking, making friends, bringing back profits, and yes, sometimes cocktails. So, what's this amount you should avoid keeping in your bank? It's not really a number. It's whatever exceeds your emergency fund and short-term goals. Think about it. You see $50,000 in your account and feel like a baller. But most of that isn't spendable fun money. It's your emergency fund, your house deposit, or just cash waiting for a plan. The more money you see sitting there, the more your brain says, oh, cool, we can splurge. Shoes, dinners, spontaneous vacations. Suddenly, your safe money becomes your ATM for impulse spending. All right, real talk. Money sitting in a bank is like a smartphone with no apps. It works, technically, but it's not alive. To truly grow wealth, money must move, multiply, and work smarter than you do. Options? Invest in index funds, real estate that appreciates, bonds or dividend stocks, your own skills or side hustle that earns exponential returns. Anything but idle cash. The rich versus the rest. Here's the secret the wealthy don't shout about. They don't save. They circulate. They leverage debt. They buy assets that generate more cash. They don't let fear stop them. Meanwhile, the middle class, hoarding, worrying, and checking their safety net every other hour, they see their bank balance rise slowly while inflation quietly slices its value. Money should be an employee, not a pet rock. Treat it right, it grows. Treat it wrong, it gathers dust. Scams and risks. Extra cash sitting in a bank? It also makes you a target. Scams are evolving faster than your favorite AI meme generator. Even millionaires fall for these traps. Imagine getting a call from a celebrity or investment guru. They promise exclusive early access to some coin, some fund, some secret deal. Millions are transferred in days, and you realize it was fake. Poof, gone. If you reduce your idle cash, you reduce risk. That's not fear-mongering, it's survival. So what's the takeaway? Calculate your emergency fund. Keep it safe, small, and high yield if possible. Separate short-term goals from long-term growth. Don't confuse your dream vacation fund with your house deposit. Invest the rest. Let your money work harder than you ever did at your last corporate grind. Money doesn't sleep. Don't let it. And remember, if this video made you uncomfortable, congratulations. That's your financial awakening kicking in. Don't just save. Make your money your employee.